Hello everybody, this is Fina. So I get asked a lot on all my social media platforms about how to start playing Kamele Ngoni, where do I buy it. So in this video I'm gonna share with you everything you need to know before buying your first Ngoni. Number 1. Mali style or Burkina style. So Kamele Ngoni instrument is from Mali and Burkina Faso, and you think that they would be kind of the same, like the same build, but it's actually very opposite. So in Mali, the first string is on the left side, and in Burkina Faso, it's on the right side. So you're kind of playing opposite. It sounds like it makes such a big difference, but it does when it comes to studying from a teacher or finding materials online. You just have to know that it can be switched depending on where the teacher is from. Like if you have a Burkina Faso teacher, then you should get a Burkina Faso instrument. If you have a Mali teacher, get a Mali instrument. So then it's not complete opposite. But it's not that big of a deal because you can kind of just play the opposite of what they're doing, which is what I did. Number 2, how many strings do I want? 8, 10, 12, 14, or 16 strings? So in traditional Wassoulou Ngoni, they play with 6 and 7 strings, which is more like a funk style. Has a lot of finger techniques and different sounds that you get from playing the Ngoni. And nowadays we usually only play like the Burkina style, which is all open strings and not so much of the technique. So therefore people need a lot of more strings to create more variations and more melodies. But the lesser the strings, the more limited you are if you're playing harp style rhythms and compositions. A lot of female sound healers usually approach me with this question, and so if you're a sound healer and the music that you're playing is for yoga, for meditation, for sound bath and sound healing, I would recommend 8 to 10 strings. But if you're a sound healer and you also would like to have the freedom and the opportunity to play in jams and play with other musicians, then I would suggest 12 strings. For 14 and 16 strings, I would only recommend this for musicians, like those who've been playing the Kamele Ngoni and they want more strings, then you can for sure get 16 strings. Number 3. What materials do I want for my Ngoni? Traditional gourd, wood, or metal? This is a traditional gourd Ngoni with wooden pegs, which is not a common one to find anymore. Nowadays they're replaced with metal guitar tuning pegs, which makes it easier and more faster to tune. The gourd comes in different sizes, small, medium, and large. This one is in medium, and the thinner the gourd, the better the sound. So they can be slim and they can be quite thick. But the thinner it is, the more fragile they are also. I find that the traditional gourd Ngoni is the most difficult to maintain, especially for me since I'm living in a tropical, humid country. During the rainy season, I have to face with all the mold problem on my gourd, and I have to wipe them every single day, so it gets quite difficult. So if you're living in a tropical country, just be aware of this problem that you might be facing. This one is a wooden Ngoni, which you probably see in a lot of my videos. The sound resonator is made of mahogany wood, and it's made quite thick, so it's very strong and very durable. I've only seen it come in travel size. I don't think they built it in bigger size because it will be extra heavy. During the rainy season, I never really had any problems with the mold. The sound is very rich and quite high, and I find it very adaptable to different scales such as the Indian scales and Middle Eastern scales. This is a metal-based Ngoni made out of zinc alloy pot. It's very light and it's also very strong. The goat skin here is replaced with synthetic skin, so it's vegan, and it's been put on using the djembe rope technique. This one comes in a few sizes, small to large, this being the large base one. And as for the sound, it's quite high and it has that metal ring to it, and the vibration of the sound lasts longer. This is a travel Ngoni from Kalachev Sergey. It's made out of really good quality plywood that's been laser cut and assembled together. It's very light, small, and very convenient to have if you're a traveling musician, so you're always performing and traveling everywhere and doing tours and things like that. This is an amazing one to have. And if you amp her up, the sound is so magical and very rich. Number 4, what's your budget? So as for traditional gourd ngoni, there's usually 3 different qualities. The first quality is around $900 to $1,200. Second quality is around $600 to $900, and third quality $400 to $600. As for the metal ones, they're around $400 to $600, and for the wooden ngoni, they're about $1,000. These prices are from the year 2021 based on my research from different makers from different continents. Number 5, finding a maker. So once you've established your budget, the material, the number of strings, it's time to find a maker. So there's not so many makers around the world, so it shouldn't be so hard for you. I have an extensive list of makers from around the world, so send me an email here. I'll send that list over to you. So when you already found your maker, you should probably know that it takes about 2 weeks to build your ngoni. And really depending on the maker, whether they have a long waiting list or they have no list, it can take you about 3 weeks to 2 to 3 months until you get your ngoni. Okay everybody, I hope you find this video useful, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please click the like button and also hit subscribe. I wish you good luck in finding your soulmate ngoni. So much love, and I hope to see you in the next video.